how much more time did you have this game because of the dragon? So now, by the time the next dragon spawns, the last dragon, even though they get Baron, look here. We're just going to go skip straight to the next dragon. Okay, this is their soul now, right?
Yeah.
And now your Caston's level 16, and your Kale is level 16. Look.
Boom.
This is what this first dragon did. It made the game winnable. What's up everyone, just letting you all know that the Jungle Gap Patreon is now available with 3 different tier lists. So if you want to gain access to full coaching sessions, tier lists, group coaching sessions, and much more, head on over and check it out.
But it really wasn't super
lane
close, and a big part of that is because of the first drag.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm
And-
that's literally what I'm talking about, right? Like there's no correct play style in League. There is, correct play, like, some people would say, oh, you're just like farming this game, right? Oh, your team's like flaming you because all you're doing is farming. But like that's literally the correct play in this kind of like team comp.
Right.
You farming and getting a dragon is literally exactly how you should play this game, and then picking up like free kills with your ult. That's literally how you should play this game.
Yeah, and their team is just ridiculously hard for me to kill.
Their team is just ridiculously early game as well, and your team is ridiculously like late game. So I'll pop the screen share up. And it's like, I mean, just look at like the drafts. It's like, besides like Janna, I guess she's kind of like scaling, but like you literally have, like super scaling, whatever. Jin, he's good early game and he scales, and then Nami is like scaling, and then they have like a super early game roaming mid, a super strong laning early game top, and I mean Attilia, whatever. Not like a super early game jungle. And then Anila. Super early game champion as well. So, of course, this game, we're going to be looking just to farm and never make those plays which are like... well, even if we're playing an early game comp, we never want to play low percentile plays anyway. But just the fact that it's an early game comp, because you'll have so many more opportunities if you have a Talon, right? Because he can follow and help you roam. You'll have more opportunities to kill people with a set because he has gank setup, he's winning lane, you can dive, etc., right? You see that?
Yeah.
So it's not like a playstyle thing. Oh, should I farm or should I gank? No, it's like you have a Caston and a Kayle, so you need to play accordingly to that, right? I think here, right? Let's look back to this ward firstly. So as soon as you see, okay, yeah, we see them all walk in. Okay, so your ward is okay. Ideally, obviously, we want it to be further, but we can't ward further anymore. So you getting this ward is good because you don't want to walk to a dead blue side. Good. And that's why also, like, when I say talk about win conditions, most players don't think, oh, I'm going to play kind of like safe this game. I know that we win at level 16, and I know if I get one dragon, we have 5 more minutes to scale. I think 90% of Emerald junglers are probably not thinking like this. So you're already ahead of 90% of them. And even if we lose blue, yeah, whatever. It sucks. Okay, we do this. Waiting.
Should I have ever invaded instead of going to my blue side? Just because like she has like both lanes have like really good
mean here?
cryo. Like
After Raptors.
yeah, like after Raptors, like
you can never invade blue side. No.
okay.
Yeah. If you invade there and you're wrong, and she's just like full clearing down, you just wasted a lot of time, or you even die.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah, we didn't know where she started either.
Yeah. No, this is fine. But either way, the main importance of this game is, yeah, that we have a nice early game. We make sure that we are okay before we think about helping anyone else. So we don't want to help this Kayle. We don't want to help this Kassadin. Yet. We want to make sure our game is okay. So I think even still, like, you should be happy. You should actually just be happy with doing this again.
Yeah.
You should be happy with this. Like, you don't have to be thinking, okay, like, I can take his, like, bot side here. even though you think that, yeah, he recalled and he's running here now, you have to remember that he crossed before, right here.
Yeah.
So why do you think that you can invade his bot side here? You can't. Because he just crossed. He showed what he's doing. He hasn't based. If he was like basing here, yeah, it makes sense for him to go here. But he's showing crossing, so he's doing something that's called extending the round, which is he's playing for bot crab and he's playing for his blue side camps. So these are all gone. So we have to attack him on the other side.
Okay.
You see that? See,
Yeah.
our tempo is too late to get to these camps. But while he takes these camps and resets and then runs here, we have enough time to just go here and clear up. You see that?
Yeah.
So yeah, our tempo is not good enough for his bot side camps. Our tempo is going to matter when after you clear these camps and you have free time here.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But then also thinking about the dragon here, right? After we do these 2 bot side camps, or even just Krugs, now that we know that, this is why I knew to do dragon here, because we know that he is like staying here, right?
Yeah.
And doing these camps. So unless he stays again to stop the dragon, that's going to be really bad for him, right? Now he has to base after these camps and go here.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that mean for us? Bot lane also just got a solo kill. They're not like super bad condition. What's the wave like? So these are things that you're calculating right now. Track the enemy jungle.
Yeah.
Where is he going to go? Okay, he has to base now. What's the bot lane condition? The dragon is one of my win conditions, right? So what's the bot lane condition? Can we dragon here? Yes, we can. They're pushing the wave in. And we take the dragon. And do we care about Jhin dying? No. Do not get off this dragon to help Jhin. If we do that, that could be an absolute catastrophe, not only for your tempo, but also because obviously we may not get the dragon.
Yeah.
You see here, like Tilly, like imagine if like you helped him there, and then like, oh, Tilly and Talon now know that you're on dragon. So now it's just like, it just dooms the game.
Yeah.
This is also why like mute all is important, because like some people would get influence here. Oh, I have to help my Jhin, right? I have to help this guy. He's definitely like, I could definitely stop him from dying here, right? No, he's dead. He's dead, and we're just gonna keep playing to our structured game plan. We see that we see that support is top here, right?
Yep.
So we have to be careful of this invade, especially if you get spotted here. So that's why we're thinking, okay, defensive pink. I need to see if the Janna and the Talia start sprinting at me here. Running at me on my grub. Here, I like this, but I probably would have preferred you just take Krugs anyway first, even though this worked. I feel like this only, like, you have to make the decision here. Look, this is how you think about the situation. Okay, Janna just flashes forwards. So you're watching bot. This is good. Janna flashes forwards. Slows Jhin. Then he gets knocked up. So it's like guaranteed they're going to chase now, right?
Yeah.
So that's a good way to make that decision. If he doesn't get knocked up and he lives here and he's out, the bot lane will probably back off. The enemy bot will probably back off. And then you need to take Krugs and then get level 6.
Yeah.
But this was still really, like, finding these kinds of plays in a scaling game is absolutely, like, huge. Because if you think about it, if you win early game as the scaling team, it's just auto win. And that's all usually also why scaling early game champions are OP. Like, think about the scaling early game champs. Yone. Is Yone OP? Yes. He's absolutely completely broken. And that's just because he scales insanely well and he has insanely good early game as well. So if you think about any early game scaling champion, they're always going to be OP. So we see that the bot lane is kind of getting, but again here, right? Think about this. Okay, when you're on this red, you need to think, it's the same thing about when you gank when the wave is neutral, right? You want to gank when they're hitting the wave. The same thing here. You want to gank when they're in like animation of doing something. So right now they're in animation of like taking plates and trying to kill Jhin. Or they're just trying to take plates here. So as soon as they leave taking plates here, right? Even though this looks good, if they run right, okay, so when they start running here, are you in range to kill them right now?
No.
So we have to wait till the next wave.
Yeah.
If they stay on this next wave, we can kill them. You see this? But if they back here, they're gone. They're out. It's finished. Yes, you could stay in Tribush here. Like, I think just sitting in Tribush here and thinking about if they cheese Jhin, this is good. But don't like chase into here.
Do you think it's okay to like push the wave and play for a dive if they
No,
stay, or a like or their bot side jungle?
no, I don't. I think you
Okay.
should stay here on this wave because what do we just want this.
Yeah.
We just want to get this. We want to get this guaranteed. We don't want to look for like something here if they back off or whatever it is. You trade 1 for 1, it's still bad. See this?
Oh, I go and die.
This sucks.
Yeah.
You're on a
This is
pink
really
and you're
bad.
still going forwards. It's a Janna. You already knew that Neela can't get damaged by you because they both counter your
Yeah.
champion. So like the chance of them dying here was like 0%. Janna ult, Neela dodge, and look at that. Now, instead of getting all this,
I'm just dead.
you're just dead. You're just dead. And do you even like if Talia's okay? So Talia tries to make that play. Thank goodness we use some pings. Is this our pings?
Kale's pinging it.
So it's not even you pinging this.
Yeah.
Your Cassin is literally like carrying you so hard right now.
Yeah.
Imagine if you
For
didn't
sure.
ping this and like you have different solo laners in another game, and you just like don't ping this until you just takes all your 3 topside camps. The game's just GG.
Yeah.
Like maybe you're not pinging it because Cassin's pinging it, but like you should be pinging it as soon as you die here. You should be pinging it right now. Because you know that these 2 solo lanes can stop this guy from doing this right now. Potentially
Yeah.
even killing him, which is absolutely huge for one of these scaling champions to get a free kill here. So definitely we have to work on pings. And we also have to work on what's next. Maybe you're dwelling here about, oh, I just made like a really bad play.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you're dwelling a little bit, not thinking about what's next. What you should be thinking about is, oh man, okay, that was a bad play. Okay, now I'm going to clear to my top side straight away. I think Tilly might be here. Ping, 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 ping.
Yeah.
And playing with a scaling team and playing from behind is really like, it's a skill in itself, right? I think a lot of my content as well is like how to play when you're ahead, how to use tempo, stuff like that. But playing when you're behind is just as important of a skill.
Mm-hmm.
Playing on the scaling side, because it really is a different game. Getting like just being able to farm your camps is already great, and already getting that dragon I was already like, yeah, okay, this game is looking good. This game is looking so good before you make this bot play, isn't it?
Yeah. 100%.
Because that's what I was even telling you in the moment. I was saying this game looks so good right now. If you just clear up here, this game looks so good.
And
You can
then
still
I
look.
ran it
I
down.
mean, you can still look for the freebies, but it's just like this timing is bad.
Yeah.
Can you kill them right now? Tell me. Even if they're like this, can you
No.
kill them? No.
No.
They have General. They have Neela block. So it's like bot lane really isn't your food this game if you think about it. Yes, if they have no cooldowns, it is. But I think even still here, like maybe you don't even kill them. Even here, maybe you don't even kill because they still have General.
True.
So the game was so good here if we just clear up. We just clear up. We clear all our camps. You know, we get our item probably. We get Hubris, right?
Mm-hmm.
We clear
Yeah.
up, we get Hubris, we base, we play for the next dragon. The dragon spawns in a minute, so we would have cleared up here, then we would have based. Then we would have been going back to our bot side camps when this spawns in like 30 seconds. Taking our bot side camps, seeing can we do dragon? Are they prioritizing the dragon? Okay, if you prioritize dragon, I'm going to go and take the grubs or your top side. Something like this.
Mm.
Because we still want to always be trading when we're on the scaling side and when we're behind. If we're scaling, it's basically like playing like you're behind. So you want to trade. You never want to match the Talon and the Neela and the Janna on the bot side to fight. You already saw how that blue fight happened, which is like the next big mistake. Even getting small wins like this is how you play scaling and how you play for my nice flash. Next time he died. And I remember he actually died because he had flash next time. No flash. So we're chilling, we're farming. Yeah, and he dies here. Why? Because he has no flash.
Yep.
And Cassin gets another kill. Still, this game is looking amazing because Cassin's picking up free kills. Trading a kill here is fine. We get the 500 gold. Save our flash though. Pile to top side. They get dragon. Next drag is spawning. See again?
Mm-hmm.
Look here before. This is something important in this game. Is Talia dead again with no flash? Actually, I don't know if she still has flash or not. But does this fight not look better to you than trying to go for Neela? Like these two targets, what's a better fight? These targets or these targets?
In
Which is
my eyes, bot lane, but I see what you're saying about mid lane. I think, like, in hindsight, mid lane
yeah,
looks way better to kill, but at that moment, I was
because bot
thinking
is
bot
push and
lane.
there's a lot of space to chase, right? That's why you're thinking like this. Like they're
Yeah,
really far up, so there's a lot of space to chase them, which is good. Which is like a fine kind of. But I'm like trying to tell you like what is your food? What is your easy like target? What are you trying? What is easy for you to kill? It's definitely not Janna and it's definitely not Neela unless you know that they don't have those abilities,
yeah, so it's
or unless you have like
Talon.
Castanet as well to follow up.
Mm-hmm.
So I think even here, like as soon as you see Talia here, I think if you ult or you check the situation here, right? You see Castanet gets W'd. I think I would just ult here.
Yeah, as soon as I see the W, I think I just ult and run it to
If
Leah
you if
because
you
they
get
can't stop me.
if you get a root on either of them, I'm pretty sure Castanet will kill them. Here.
Yeah.
And when did you ban Talia Flash? I'm pretty sure it wasn't. It was in 5 minutes.
It was right before that play, so like
Yeah, yeah. So you ban it
that.
here at 12 at like 11:40. So at 16:40 she has Flash. I mean maybe she has Cosmic. So at like 16 minutes. So mental note, right? Mental note. 16
Mm-hmm.
minutes. Talia no Flash. So look, pretty sure she doesn't have it here. Yep. She doesn't have. She doesn't. Is she dead here? 100%.
Yeah.
She's dead. She's dead. No Flash. You just jump on her. Cassin jumps on her. You guys just win the 2v2 hard.
Yeah.
So who is your target? It's so important if you're playing stuff like Rengar and Kha'Zix. You know, if you're playing Brand,
In
you're not thinking too much about like Talia no Flash, right? Because you're just like full clearing and you're not like an assassin. You're just doing
yeah.
DPS. But as an assassin, you need to know what is your target.
Mm.
And then here, again, be happy with just farming your raptors, right?
Yeah.
There's no. You see Talia basing here. How much time do you have?
Maybe 20 seconds if I'm lucky.
I mean, where's the ball in as well?
Maybe less. Yeah.
You just saw their ball in here,
exactly.
right? So they're basing right now. 8 seconds to base, 20 seconds to run to the blue. By the time you take this red, they're already here. So I'm saying when you do this invade, you need to sneak it. You need to pull it into this bush and hope that they don't find you. But obviously this is still bad. We should just clear our raptors.
Yeah. And this costs dragon.
Yep. But yeah, these kinds of fights, this is the reason that we took that dragon early game is so we don't have to have this fight. Because this fight is always losing. Just look how strong they are.
Yeah.
This fight is always losing on the dragon. So the reason that we take that first dragon is so we can just do the raptors here and then trade into the top side.
Okay.
So imagine if you just cleared up here instead. Right? Because you know the dragon's spawning in 20. You know that they're going to play for the dragon. Talia's already basing. So the thing that we're trying to trade here is a 3-man set. Try and kill set. Try and take top tower. Try and take top camps. We're trying to trade this
we
side.
should never play for this dragon?
Never. No. Unless you like kill 2 of them or something already. Unless like 2 of them are dead right now.
Gotcha.
Look how the fight difference, and if Set comes as well, which he is now, the fight difference is so huge. It's like not even close. This fight is like hard losing.
Yeah.
Like your KO literally had, I'm pretty sure she had like a Noon Quiver and boots at this point.
Yeah, and Set just
Look.
got a tier 2, so
Look
he's
at the items.
so strong.
Look at these items here. Okay. This is hard losing. 2 items. This guy's gonna have like 2 items as well. This guy's 1.5. Cassin has 1 item, still scaling, still not really that useful.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason why we take this dragon is so we don't have, is so we have 5 minutes, and then we fight this one. So in 10 minutes we can fight. In 10 minutes is Cassin gonna hit level 16? Yes, he will. Just thinking about your food again, right? So as here, right, you're looking to go top. Look, you're looking to path. What's this pathing here? What's this?
It's I don't necessarily have camps there, but like they're spawning more recently. That's
Yeah,
kind of why I started going there,
but who is going to go
or
to the
like
bot?
kind of
Who's going to go to this bot lane on their team?
Talon.
Talon. And
One
if Talon doesn't
Talon
go,
should go.
and if Talon doesn't go here, you play for this tower.
Mm.
But Talon will go here. Like, obviously, if he's not mid, which he's not going to be, he's either going to be grouping here, which makes this even worse, or he's going to be pushing here, which is where you're going. You're looking for isolated targets, right?
Yeah.
So Talon's options here is like push this and then go into your blue side and kill you, or go bot and push this. That's his two options. Or just be like shadowing the set. Because you have a super minion wave mid, right? So even if it was like someone else bot here, I think it's still your best option to just go bot. Play away from the objective. The objective is Baron here, so obviously you can't do this play when Baron spawns because we need to stop the Baron. But you have a little bit of time here before it spawns to go and kill this guy. These kinds of kills also won you this game. Kayle getting this kill here also won you this game. Look how much gold she just got.
Yeah.
350 bounty plus the kill. So this actually got her back into this game, and she ended up, doing well, right, in the end.
Yeah.
So imagine if we didn't look for this play. Imagine if we just like ran to our top side camps here and just waited for them to spawn, and died to Talon and Taliyah and their entire team.
Mm-hmm.
You're always looking to do the opposite of where they're putting resources. So if they put resources top, you go bot. So the round before, they put resources on the dragon. So this makes sense now to go and look for the Set lane if he stays top. So if Set was top here, you and Cassian should be killing him. You see that? You're going to wherever they don't put resources.
In a scaling game.
In a scaling game, yes.
Where we're behind.
Yeah, it's like match when you're stronger, trade when you're weaker.
Yeah. My like process of how I think about this is like Cassidy's strong, I'll play around him.
Yeah.
And wait for like information.
Yeah, but it's also that thing about your food as well. Again, thinking about who is your food. Is Set your food? No. Is Talon? Yes. Is Taliyah? Yes.
Yeah, games like this are definitely harder for me to determine my food, but I need to like these are games where I do have to do that. Usually on Rengar, it's like everyone's my food.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, you can go further with that as well. Like, who's your food? People with no flash. People who are like that, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Your food could be like the Cassidy in the side lane killing the Set. It could be like, no, sorry. Your food could be the lane that you're strong that you're playing around. But in this case, you don't want to play around the strong Set because Set will just like 1v2 you and Cassidy easily.
Yeah.
So it's case by case. You can just, but this is something that you can like actively think about now. Like your food, flashes. Same thing earlier when you were looking at the Taliyah and bot here. Like you had two options, but you went for the one that's like wasn't your
Not
food.
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the game's kind of just like won here after, again, this dragon, right? We're trading it. We're not fighting it. Because look at Kayle right now. So I think it's okay for you to be like bot here just because it's your camps and like, you're kind of like... See, this is a different scenario because if you go topside, yeah, you could still go topside, but you actually have bot camps here. But this is what's going to happen on your bot side camps. They're going to run in and fight like this. And it's still not going to be favorable. Even if you fight here with Cassidy, it's still not going to be favorable. Because where is Set? Set's not top, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to get wiped here if you fight here. Still. But the best case scenario happened where Kayle is like free scaling top, getting towers, and you traded 1-for-1. How much more time did you have this game? Because of the dragon. So now by the time the next dragon spawns, the last dragon, even though they get Baron, look here. We're just going to go skip straight to the next dragon. Okay, this is their soul now, right?
Yeah.
And now your Cassidy's level 16, and your Kayle is level 16. Look.
Boom.
This is what this first dragon did. It made the game winnable. Even though they started throwing a lot, but this is going to happen in solo queue anyway. Like, the enemy team started throwing. This is why this, like, checklist, thinking about these questions. It's pretty obvious this game, because you have Kayle and Cassidy. So it's like, the most obvious like scaling question ever. Like who outscales? You know, games where it's like scaling is even, you don't really have to think about, oh, I need to get this dragon, and like, oh, if I don't get this dragon, like the game's lost. Like obviously that's not the case. But yeah, that first dragon basically won you the game.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay, then you just win. From here, it's pretty much like a... And actually, there was one more thing in the team fight I want to talk about, which is when you went on the Talon here. So why would you... Yeah, so I feel like here, when you get this kill, it's like you need to like play with your team here as well by going on the set and the Talia. Because like in proximity-wise, Talon and Janna are here, and then your team is looking at this. So it's like two split. So you should always be running towards... away from them, away from where you're split, and to where they're split. It's like you're split if you fight this here, because your whole entire, it's just like a 1v2. You're never gonna win this against Janna and Talon. But if you run here, and it's a 3v2 on these guys, and then these guys are the ones that are late, it looks much more favorable, right? So I think you actually lost this team fight for your team.
Yeah.
You see this? Do you see this now? Would you have killed these guys if you like just ran this way or ran this way? For sure.
Yeah, 100%.